The overhead control panel was removed earlier along with the headliner. This means that the roller blind must be operated manually. First, move the roller blind to the half-open position. Turn the motor using an Allen wrench until the blind is in the desired position. Pull the front blind out of the slider in the guide rail. Now carefully allow the blind to reel into the cartridge. The rear roller blind is mounted in the same way. We are using a small screwdriver here so you can clearly see what is happening. After this blind is reeled up, you will need to get a helper to assist you. To remove the roller sun blind, you first need to take off the crossmember. Your helper holds the crossmember in position while you remove all the screws. Remove the crossmember together with the roller blinds from the vehicle. If you need to change out the blinds, note the following. One end of the blind's axle can be pushed in to remove the blind from the bracket. The other end of the axle can also be pushed in, but doing so loosens the blind's spring mechanism. So, exercise care when removing this end from the bracket. If you do happen to loosen the blind, as shown here, don't worry. The blind spring can be retightened using a vise. How the spring mechanism works. Pushing the pin inwards loosens the spring. To tighten the spring, you need to rotate the blind about 20 times in the opposite direction. Pull out the axle pin. This locks the tightened spring. Now you can remount the blind in its bracket in the crossmember. Pull out the end of the blind for one rotation and roll it up. Check that the blind is seated properly. When installing the blind, use 2 extraction hooks to pull out the rolled-up end of the blind. This can then be inserted into the sliders in the guide rail.